European Union Delegation Chargé d'Affaires Michel Goffin addressed a press conference on Thursday, the 7th of April, to mark Europe Day on May 9th, which this year celebrates the 65th anniversary of the origins of the European Union. Speaking at the press conference, where attended by the French, German, and British ambassador to Laos, Michel Goffin said he welcomed the chance to look ahead and highlight how the EU contributes to the important partnership with Laos. Today, the EU's assistance to Laos is increasing and cooperation is highly productive.
I think the 9th of May under the European flag is very important.
According to him, since signing the Trade and Cooperation Agreement with Laos in 1997, the EU has been a constant and present partner, sharing its assistance and expertise.
In Europe, we managed to, by creating political institutions, by sharing, putting together our destiny and our future, by giving to Brussels a mandate to deal with many matters that are in fact national, that were national matters, but now are community matters. By doing this very courageous and innovative measures, we have managed to keep Europe at peace.
The coming month will see Laos undoubtedly reasserting its course for several years with discussions on the amendment to the constitution and the renewal of the leadership of the government and of the legislature. This period offers a unique chance to impulse further efforts for strengthening the rule of law in Laos and promoting inclusive and sustainable growth. All citizens need to feel they are included in the development of Laos towards a modern and equitable society.
We will more and more focus on very limited sectors of activity, and we will invest, and together with Laos, a lot of money to solve the nutrition problem in Laos. If Laos wants to be part of the ASEAN, we need to, I would say, rescue a generation of children that for the moment don't get sufficient nutrition to develop. Another challenge for Laos, if it wants to be in the ASEAN community as equal partner, is education. Education is a quality education, and basic education is something that we need to work together.
The EU stands ready to accompany this transition and has allocated more than 200 million euro or more than 1.8 trillion kip to Laos under its bilateral cooperation program over the period 2014 to 2020 to improve basic education and food and nutrition security and strengthen good governance as well as the rule of law and human rights. The EU also wants to look to the future and reiterates its appreciations for Laos' long-standing commitment to enter into a genuine dialogue with the EU on fundamental rights. The 6th Laos EU Working Group on Human Rights and Governance is scheduled to take place this September. In the spirit of political dialogue, close partnership and mutual interests, the EU is looking forward to discussing the evolution of the human rights situation in Laos and in the EU, as well as of their bilateral and multilateral cooperation in this area, in particular on the implementation of Universal Periodic Review recommendations and the ratifications of international conventions, such as the Convention on the Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearances.
Humanity everywhere. No country.
The EU will continue to assist and support Laos in fulfilling its international obligations. It is disclosed that over the past 65 years, the EU has benefited from peace, wealth, and democracy.